All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is Frank Ochoa with your midday update here. And I'll start off with crude oil right now. Crude's had some fantastic trading today. Um, just a day that you really love to see. I mean, you had a trend day down, then in reverse, and trend back up. Key levels playing out along the way. Early on, I talked about 95 to 95.70. And if we get a breakthrough 95s, I thought we would drop down to 94.40. And 94.46 was our target. And then we had 94.09. Those were the two targets we had this morning, and both were hit. We formed a higher low right here at the 94.10s basically. And then we rallied. And once we broke back above the 94.60s, that was a spot to get long. And that's why I took the long at 94.60 there and took it right on up and gave it back 94.80 and then 95. And basically every time we've pulled back, it's been the same thing. You just buy the pullback and then scale out along the way. Right now, 94.83 to 94.87 is a key zone, and along with 95.20. Once we had that failed range expansion above 95.20, that's when we got a 45 tick sell-off. And right now, the range to watch is 94.80 to 95.20. Once we get a breakout from that range, it should spark another move. I'm thinking to the downside here still, because we have the 95.70s up top. That's a big time zone. And if you just do kind of a measured move target from the high to the low, and then you find that lower high, and if you call that lower high 95.27, I mean, that has 93.75 to the downside today if we can break and hold below 94.80. So that's what I'm looking for, to see how price plays out of this zone. And but right now it's just batting the ball back and forth between 94.80 and 95.20. For the ES here, this one basically been very, very quiet up. It's one of those ones that haven't really had much of a pullback at all today, and right now we're starting to see our first ticks down a little bit. The early range I gave was 92 to 97. Once we got out of 97, the upside target was 1800 quarter, and we hit that level and just went one tick past it for the day. So 1800 quarter was the first target. The second one is 1804 quarter, and I think we get that 1804 quarter today. I think the best spot here is probably 98 to 97, which I believe Kathy had earlier. I think even as low as 96 could be a spot, but I definitely think 97 and a buffer around that zone could be a spot to buy. But I have been missing a lot of these trend days here because I look for a normal size pullback, and all it does is tick 1 or 2 bars down and go. So if you only get 98, that might be all you get. But I do think 1804 quarter is ahead, especially if we continue to hold those 97s. We break down below 97, there's a potential to test 92, 93. Below 93, 92 rather, it could start to spill, but I don't think that'll happen here. So far, 97 is a big key level, and I think 1804 quarter is above. That's all I have for right now. Let's see how it plays out heading into the afternoon. And we also have the MIM on tap. We'll see that and how that plays out as well. That's all for now.